What's up, everybody? It's week 2 of the Stretford Scoop with me and my co-host Sofia. So glad to be here today. Sofia, how are you today?
I'm all good, sis. Big up
Yes,
episode 2. The fact it's already been a week and we ready? The people are ready? Oh, I'm guessed.
we're
Big up to
ready. Shout out to all of you guys in the chat too. Shout out to Rasta Stocks. Shout out to Joshy J. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe to him. Shout out to TJ. Big up TJ.
Big up
Absolute
to
legend. Shout out Waiting Room.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Well,
And then, yeah, if you guys have any questions as we're talking, please be sure to leave those in the chat. I'll star them because we're going to be going over a few things. I'm really excited to have this conversation with Sofia, actually, because our team's been kind of a mess this week in the news cycle. So thanks, Waiting Room. And shout out to you, Asha. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna share this tweet. I'm sure we've all seen the tweets. Oh, where did it go? Excuse me. Sorry. It's right here.
Worse.
All right. This one says some Manchester United players have discussed amongst themselves whether a change of plan that is better suited to their style of play might be the best way forward. There is a growing concern among some players that the teething problems they have experienced under Amorim are not going to improve unless he considers at least tweaking the system. Sofia, after all that we've been through, after the managers we've gone through, after the players that we have gone through, how do you feel seeing something like that? What does that make you feel like?
Bun these players. Bun them all. Put them in the bin. These players entitled, I don't want to swear on here, but just imagine all the just dirty, cuss words that you can think of. That's what I want to use on these players because they be acting old, way too entitled the way they're moving. It's like I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it because we did this. We heard the same thing when it came to Ten Hag. We heard the same thing when it came to freaking hell, Ralph Ragnick. We heard the
Right.
same thing. Oh, you know, we can't press like this. Oh, what was it? The hours, it's too dark to, the training. Oh, we come home way too. Shush. Grow a pair. Grow up. United men, if you're watching this, grow a pair. Grow a backbone. I'm tired of this. Also, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal, David Moyes, multiple managers, coaches, interim, you name it that we've had, there's always been an issue. So it's nothing new. I've been saying we're not going to be able to go forward unless we get rid of a lot of the filth that we have from top to bottom. But a lot of it right now at the bottom with some of these players, that's been here for a long time, they gotta go, sis. They gotta go. Enough is enough.
Absolutely. No, I agree. And the fact that you said it too, all of those managers we've gone through, all the different styles of play, all the different expectations on them. And I'm sorry, if you can't find a way to adjust to any of those, I think you have to look internally. That's like me or like a girl being like, I've had like 6 boyfriends in the past like 5 years and none of them worked. And they're like, I just don't understand what their problem is when really it's like, okay, I understand something could have happened with them, but maybe some self-reflection would be nice. And you
Yes.
could look at yourself and be like, well, maybe what am I not doing when it comes to these relationships? And
Yes.
what are some things I need to change for something to stick, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to vibe with everybody. That's just not that's just life, right? But it's just frustrating that every single time we get a manager, the players think that they have the like the right to just say something to the press and be like, well, obviously this isn't good enough, or he needs to tweak his style of system.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that just makes me feel like you're not good enough and you're trying
Yeah,
to um, put the blame on Amarim, you know?
exactly. Because we tried to, obviously Ten Hag tried to be like, okay, we were never going to be able to play the Ajax way, yada yada. Like these players can't do it. He tried to. adjust to them. And they still threw him under the bus. Yes, let's not get it twisted. He definitely was a big fault of how we got so bad. Like I'm not gonna not put any blame on him as well, but I'm not gonna say he was the only problem. He was a problem, but not
Mhm.
the problem. So we
Just
still
like Amarim, like, he's not making the best decisions currently, right? I
totally
I would say that there's some things I'm questioning, but he's not.
yes,
He's not the full issue, you know? And I'm just
spot on.
curious, Sophia, what do you think? Like, obviously, Rashford is at Villa, and this has come out
Mhm,
after, and a lot of people speculated that it could have been Rashford leaking this stuff to the press. He's gone now,
mhm.
so it's like,
He's gone now.
out of these players that have been here for so long, like, who do you think's having an issue? Is it Bruno? Is it Luke Shaw? Is it like who Maguire? Like I'm trying to understand who is left that's having such a hard
I
time.
don't even know. The thing is, though, there's been other reports after that that said that no, a lot of these players like this isn't true. So I don't know what to believe. Because there are other reports saying like most of these players are actually quite happy with Amarim and believe that he will change this. That he could, be maybe not the guy, but like he
Right,
could do something.
right.
So this is like I don't fully know. Luke Shaw, you never know. Sneaky little bleep has been here for a long time, you
But the
know?
thing is, like, if it is him, which we're not saying that it is, you
Mhm.
have no right to say anything. You don't play. You
Yeah,
physically
that's the
have
thing.
not.
Yeah.
We've paid more for you to just be in physical therapy than be on the pitch at this point. So, like,
Yeah.
respectfully, no matter
The
what
thing
manager we get,
mm,
you don't even play for them. So
that is true. Like Luke Shaw, yeah, that might be a stretch if we really, then start to point the finger and think it's Luke Shaw. Like, nah.
yeah,
Yeah,
John, that's a great
like
question.
that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that definitely.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
but yeah, so I think it's just frustrating again because this always seems to be an issue with United that our players seem to have so much control over
mhm,
what's going on. And so I'm just hoping that it's just like you said, it's maybe just because United, whenever there's a slow cycle and and a long period between our matches, it seems like things like this tend to pop up. That's why I hate
mhm,
international breaks sometimes because weird things come out in the news about our club that are just unnecessary.
mhm.
So I'm hoping that that's what it is, but it's just annoying. It's annoying as
It
a fan.
is annoying, very annoying. I mean, it's tiring. It's like, oh, okay, we haven't played for, some days now. Like, there's always have to be some type of Man United news, you
Right.
know, to be able to sell some papers, to get some clicks. I get it, but it is a bit exhausting. Um, and it doesn't also help with, which obviously we'll get into soon with the whole lead up post goals mashup. That doesn't help either. But yeah, we're a mess.
Yeah, speaking of that, all right, here's for those of you that didn't see this, this was literally the same exact day. So I think this was the 11th, which I think was Monday,
Hmm.
Monday or Tuesday. The same exact day that that news about the players being unhappy dropped. Paul Scholes and Lissandra Martinez had an interaction on Instagram.
Hmm.
Something was posted where Paul Scholes mentioned that even when Martinez is fit, he's not good enough to win the Premier League with Manchester United, which is a crazy thing to say, in my humble
Hmm.
opinion. And then Leach
Hmm.
responded on Instagram saying, this Jinx guy is really hurting. You put him in Argentina and he wouldn't survive. Um, so as a
Ouch.
United fan as well, what is that like for you to hear that? I mean, honestly, I think Paul Scholes is like one of our legends, right?
Yes,
Obviously,
love
saying
Scalzi.
comments about current players and how we can't win with him. So
Sometimes goals like there's some points that he's made like I do agree with, but sometimes also I feel like he might be a bit too harsh, and it's like, Licha, really, of all people, Licha,
that's what I'm saying. Of
right?
all the people that you could have,
Especially now at this moment, like, okay, he
right,
just got injured, like, let him
right,
be. And prior, to him getting injured, guy was cooking. Guy was very good.
absolutely.
He
Susan
represented
said,
himself. Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, I was
Uh,
just gonna say. I was just gonna say quickly. I mean, obviously, the Newcastle game when he played that in the around the Christmas period,
right,
pretty bad. But since then, he rectified himself, worked well, been very good, and of course, sadly got injured. So I just
Right.
feel like the timing of it, but I didn't like Licha's response, though. I didn't like that. I think he could have taken the high road. I didn't
Right.
like that,
Yeah.
but you know.
Right. I agree. Martinez, one of our best players. Don't know why he's picking on him.
Mhm.
Loves goals. Don't agree on all he says. He's bitter.
Mhm.
Big up cubed. Big up cubed. Hope you're doing well. I agree with you. I just think again, it just shows, I think, the state of our club at this point. Our club is
Mhm.
very toxic. Why? I don't see like Thierry Henry going at Kai Havertz saying he's not good enough to win the Prem. We all know it.
Mhm.
You don't need to say it. And
I
I'm not
agree.
saying that Lissandro Martinez, I personally think we can't. I don't see an issue with Lissandro Martinez. I think he provides a lot of experience. He works really hard. I don't
Mhm.
really have an issue with Lissandro. There's more
Yeah.
other players we could talk about,
Yeah.
but the fact that our legends feel like they have the right to say something like that when our club is already
Mhm.
not performing well, I do have an issue with because it's like, you
Mm.
know, we're already in the pits. Just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. It's like,
and
come on.
again, like, it's just, and then I agree with you. I think Lissandro should have ignored it, but I mean,
Yeah.
Lissandro is, I mean, for lack of a, he's like, he
He
has that
feisty.
Napoleon dynamic, I think. So, like, he's gonna bite back. That's just Lissandro.
Of course, I hear it. It's unfortunate that, a legend and then somebody that you do like, one of the fan favorites right now for Man
Right.
United for, ever since we signed him a few seasons back. And our bickering is a bit sad, especially in a time right now where we're freaking 13, we're struggling, especially in the league. It's not looking too good. We don't really need that. It just feels like more pile on to what is already a very
Right.
bad season. We don't need that.
Right. Right.
So
And
I think
again,
both
like,
are in the wrong, in my opinion. But,
I have this weird theory that, like, I feel like those people from that era don't want us to be good again because it would kind of, it might in
mm,
a way take away from what they did, which I think is very dumb, but I could see it happening,
I
where
hear
they
what you
just,
said. I feel like I've heard this before from other people
yeah,
as well. So I don't think it's weird for you to think that. I hear it.
which again, they they were so good and they did so much that
Mm-hmm.
nothing can compare to that. I would wish
No,
they wouldn't see things that way, but again, it's like I just wish they would read the room a bit more because we as fans know we suck. So the fact
we
that Paul Scholes
did.
is saying that doesn't make us feel any better. Like, we already
Yeah.
know that.
Especially like singling out players. It's just,
Dauncey
uh,
says, "Do you think those players don't like to see what the club has become?"
well, yeah.
I mean, I
You're
think Roy
probably
Keane is
thinking about,
probably
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, obviously, let's be honest, none of us like what we have become right now.
right,
And like you said, they've been in the glorious days, and now suddenly they're seeing how we're far down deep in the gutter. I hear it.
right. But like Dauncey, like I said earlier, you have Thierry Henry. He's in the media. He's on, CBS all the time, Champions League. I don't hear him. He's very critical of Arsenal at times, but I
Oh
don't hear
yeah,
him. Like, what if he was like, Kai Havertz, not good enough. Can't win a Prem with him. Listen, we know that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not
we
saying that we
aware.
don't understand that Kai Havertz isn't great, but it's like putting fire on like on a building that's already burning. It's
Yes,
not necessary.
yes. I think he does it in a very good way, though. Terry Henry, like
Yeah.
he's one of my favorite pundits. I think he's great. Keeps it
Yeah.
100, but it's also like his delivery that is just effortless. You know?
Right. He said Henry is classy with his words. That's the difference. You don't see Beckham saying those things. Exactly. And
Mm,
I don't think Beckham would either. I just think
mm-mm,
sometimes these Gary Neville sometimes says things that I get upset with, but I think it's just because they think that because they've been getting a certain platform, they have the right to,
mhm,
which I
mhm.
don't, maybe I don't know, but I just think United, we say this all the time. We just need a lot of change. Everything needs to change. There's a lot wrong. Go
Also,
ahead.
since we talked about Alessandro Martinez, I don't know if you saw, but Fabrizio Romano
Uh-oh.
posted an update
Oh,
on Licha.
let's
He
look.
said
Go
Surgery,
ahead, you can read it while
surgery completed. Yep.
okay.
Okay. Surgery completed today for Lisandro Martinez. Man United staff decided to proceed after ACL injury. His season is already over, and Lisandro will try to be back before the end of the year. Oh my God, 2025. But precise timing will depend on recovery, rehab progress. Yeah, we got to get another center back. End of the
Wow.
year. We just started the year, Sky. We just started the year. Excuse me. End of the year.
But ACL injuries usually do take a year,
They
so
do, they do take it.
so
Yeah,
this provides us with a very this is going to be a very critical summer for us, Sophia's, because
yeah,
we need a strong center back. I do not want to rely on
we
Harry
do.
Maguire again,
No,
like for another season. I
no,
can't do it.
no.
We need someone that can partner with Delit really well and be kind of
Agree.
like a support for him. So
Yeah,
along with the forward line, I think we definitely
yeah,
need a center back now.
we do. And you need somebody of Sandro's qualities because we don't have really any other center back that can actually play out from the back like Licha does, you know?
Right. Right.
So we need to get somebody with those attributes for sure. And also that guy, like I feel like with Leisha, like the guy is like a dog. Like I just love his personality as well. Not just him as a player technically, but the personality. You're missing that. You
Right.
need somebody that can have, if we can have half of that,
Right.
I will take it. To a good price,
Right.
of course. You know.
Absolutely. I mean, you even see that
Mhm.
with how he reacts with is it Adebayo? Is that am I saying his name right on Fulham?
Or you talk about Adama Traore?
Yes, yes, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, even, like, things like
Oh,
that. I love that stuff, you know?
I love that. Like the guy could break you in half, but you don't give a damn. You don't
Like,
get look.
literally.
He doesn't care.
I know.
Oh, now we need
But
that.
that's
We
a
need that.
very good update. So, yeah, as of right now, like, we
Mm,
won't have Lissandro till end of 2025, so that's
damn,
crazy.
that is
Um,
crazy.
Great question from Cubed here. She says, "Why do former players pick on current players rather than call up the club?"
Oh, that's a good question.
Right.
Maybe it's because it's too easy. I don't know. It's just very easy for them to do it. They shouldn't. They should be calling out the club more, but
Right.
some do. Others don't, unfortunately.
Right. But maybe I love that question. I think they should. But again, let's say if they do, I'm pretty sure some of them, I think Gary Neville does something with United. Like he could be on the
This is
payroll. So like,
100%. 100%. The thing is, though, he was saying a lot of stuff. Like, I felt like I really liked Gary Neville before we had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the interim and the man because both of them were friends, right?
right,
Instantly, when Ole became the manager, he was like, "That's my friend. I'm not going to talk about my friend."
right. That's crazy.
After that, I was like, "Yeah, I can't really listen to Gary Neville as a pundit because I don't know.
Right. Right.
I didn't like that.
That's
You
a
can still
great point.
criticize, but also be like, That's my friend. I want him to do well, but it's not working what he's doing right now." You can. It's the delivery, and I just don't think that he knows the difference between
Yep.
it. But I don't.
That is a great point, Sophia. And I
Mm,
think that's something that we're kind of losing, I think, in journalism now because
mm,
and even just maybe in content creation in general, because people want to go
mhm.
for the viral moment, they wanna go for
Yeah.
the, big, "Oh my gosh," kind of thing instead of trying
Mhm.
to be honest and spread the truth, which is something that
Mhm.
would want to counteract because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, I hope, which is
Mm.
us to win. So
Exactly. Guys, we just want to win, please.
Right,
Nothing
right,
else.
exactly. So,
Mm.
a big up to you, Casper. A big up,
Big up
Will. Good
Casper.
to see
Big up
you.
Will.
Um, Will just said, I don't know if someone has asked or possibly you ladies may have answered this, but Butcher Martinez is quality, but his injury issues are a serious problem. For a good price, sell.
Ooh.
So would you
I
sell him
mean,
over the summer if somebody wanted him? It's a great
but
question.
like we already know he's gonna be gone for a long time. Like we're not gonna get like no. I don't think he would even be up for sale. But I hear what you're saying though, Will. That is a good point. There's been some injuries. Some of them has been quite unfortunate though. Like, you know, with what was it one of the time where somebody
Like,
landed on his foot, wasn't it?
yeah, I
Metatarsals.
think
Like, what is he gonna do with that?
yeah,
Is that his
yeah,
fault? You know? So, and of course, with how we've dealt with it, overplaying him, and then this time the ACL was just very unfortunate. So I hear what he's saying, and this is why we need to get, you know, another center back in.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and I mean, personally, I think we have other people we could sell before
Oh yeah.
him because I
Oh,
just think even if he can't play, I
yep.
thought he could provide a lot of experience. I mean, you can't just credit
Yeah.
the trophies that this guy's won currently. Yes, he's older, but we have other people we could get rid of before
Agreed.
Losandro Martinez, and I don't wanna lose that I
Me
don't wanna
neither.
lose that, character just yet, personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello, Tabo. So,
You go.
we're talking about these players, we're talking about Losandro. We're heading into the mid-table derby on
Mm.
Sunday, right? And we're
The El
trying
Sakico.
exactly, for probably Ange, depending on how the match goes.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think, Cheeto Obi Martin got a hat trick in the FA Cup match, that we played versus Chelsea, and he
Mm-hmm.
looked pretty solid. I didn't watch the game, but based off of what I've seen on
I
X,
saw clips as well.
yeah. Would you be okay with utilizing some of our younger players?
If you're good enough, you're old enough.
Okay.
Instantly when we got him from Arsenal, because I was already hearing lots of like some hype around this kid,
Mhm,
and what he did for Arsenal, and Denmark's under the 18s, or maybe what might be under 16s at that time. There's something there. There's
mhm.
something there, and I don't want to see it. I just like, come on. Come
Yeah.
Could it be worse than what we've seen with Højlund and Xerxes? I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree with you, and like John said, why is it taking so long to integrate some of our guys from the youth team? I think especially in the striker position, it shouldn't take this long. Like,
No.
he's implemented Collier. I think that's the only one I could potentially think of. I think
Yeah,
Ten
for
Hag,
Amarim, yeah, only one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, because Ten Hag used, like, some others. I can't remember the name more than Amarim has.
Mm.
Um, but
And
yeah, I
I
think
basically, promote obviously Menu. And of course, I mean, technically, Garnacho was more so Ragnick, but then
yeah,
I think he got his full, like, proper breakthrough or breakout under Ten Hag in
yeah,
his first season. So I will say, like, he definitely got both of those two. And technically also was supposed to be like Collier's this season to get
uh-huh,
like a proper promotion, but he's slowly been integrated and into, obviously, since he came back from the injury, being on the bench, sometimes played here and there. But I would love to see an attacking player such as Cheeto Obi Martin. There's something there, and we won't know until we try.
right,
We
and my
don't
thing is
know.
too, Sophia, and we talked about this last week, if you're willing to try false Kobe in the false 9,
You're right.
just bring up
Then why
Obi
not have
still.
somebody that actually plays as
Right,
a nine?
right,
If you feel like, okay, obviously we didn't get a striker, in the past window. I get that. You might be holding on to getting Victor Jokeres in the summer. Okay, fine.
mhm,
Or you obviously it makes it very clear you don't fully rate Xerxes and Halen like that.
mhm,
When you decide to have them both on the bench and you put Copy up top, you don't
right,
rate them like that. You bring
right,
some of them here and there, I get it, but you don't rate them like that. So then my suggestion would be give Cheeto Obi Martin a shout. Why not?
right,
If it's not going to be for the Spurs, okay, but try one game on the bench. Come on, a few minutes, 10 minutes, something.
right,
Just give him a chance. At
right,
least let him train with the first team squad. Let him do that, and
right,
then you see. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. I Let me have him on the bench. If he doesn't come on, okay, at least let him get the feel of it. And then you bring him in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because we need something. We're not scoring enough goals. Like Lisandro Martinez is out. He didn't score goals for us. What are we gonna do now? We're screwed.
I know someone whose younger brother played with Obi at the Arsenal Academy. He was scoring 3 goals minimum a game. I just say, like you said, have him training with the first team. Especially in the Prim matches. At this point, we're just trying not to get relegated. So as long as you don't do that, just put him in
Sky,
there.
I'm saying, you know what, Sky? The season is a write-up anyways. I'm saying try to go as far as we can in the FA Cup. I want to win the Europa League. Try to do that. The league, just don't get relegated. Don't get relegated.
Right.
Let's see. Why not? Let the kid have a go. 17 years old. Let him have a go. And he's pretty physical for a 17-year-old. He really looking very tall, you know, probably physical. Let him have a go.
Absolutely.
You don't know until you try. You don't know.
You don't know. So speaking of that, right? We have the mid-table derby on Sunday. We play Tottenham. Tottenham have beat us twice. Once at Old Trafford, I think already, and then in the Carabao Cup, I think one of the cups we lost to them.
Yeah, it was Carabao Cup.
Yeah. So we've lost to them twice. I don't want to lose to them again. Personally,
I don't want Manchester to keep being lily white. Like, no. We need to red. What are we doing here? How are we having Spurs dunk on us? Imagine we let him do it 3 times this season. Are you mad? No.
Yeah, the fact that we even lost to them at Old Trafford still makes me a bit sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
But this game, I just wanted to show everyone, is quite important simply for the fact that let's just go down the table here because that's where we are.
Yeah.
If you look at us, we're right here. We have 29 points.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Tottenham has 27, Everton and West Ham have 27. So
look at Spurs' form, though. Look at that. 4 losses.
I know.
In the league. Damn.
So if we lose, Tottenham beats us. If Everton beat Crystal Palace, I'm not saying these are going to happen, but then if West Ham beat Brentford, we go down to 16th. So
16th.
We know that this is a big game, but I think that I don't want to be in 16th place.
No, it's road to 40 points. We
right.
What are we doing? No, we can't.
We are at 29 points. We're at a -6 goal difference. So this is absolutely without a doubt, if things keep tracking this way, going to be one of the worst Premier League finishes we've ever had in our club history, which we already had last season because we finished 8th.
Imagine that getting worse than that. We can't.
Obviously, you see, like Sofia mentioned, Tottenham is on a pretty bad run of form, but they did just beat Brentford 2-0. I do think Tottenham is going to try. Here's the thing. They're going to play up against us. And then also, I think because Ange is kind of in a hard spot, having been knocked out of 2 cups, I think.
Yes, agreed. Yep.
They have something to prove as well. So it's not like this is going to be an easy
100%.
game for us, right?
Nope.
How are you feeling about the match, Sofia, with all of that information?
I'm not gonna lie, sis. It's a must win.
Yeah.
It's not a draw. We have to win. I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna probably be a snooze. The thing is, though, it could be like a high-scoring game, like the Carabao Cup game. I'll pick up Casper. I appreciate it. It could be, or it could be like a proper snooze fest. Maybe a 2-1 win to either one team. I don't know. I have no idea. But we have to win this game. We have to, by any means necessary, win the game. If it has to be a stinky 1-0, at this point, I don't care. Win the game.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie, in the league, just win the game. I don't care no more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Again,
we have to. Can I just say one quick thing?
Do it.
Before I forget. The thing is, Amarin, he has to make sure we start winning. Of course, we want to play well and all that, but like what we're doing right now, these results, these performances, it's not good. It
Right.
has to fix it because if we continue in the trajectory that we're doing right now, I don't know if it's going to last until the end of the season. I want it to work, but
Mhm.
like it's not looking too good if he continues.
Right.
So something's got to give. I'm not saying that we're going
Yeah.
to try to big up Jacob or we're doing well
Big
those
big
things.
game, by the way, we were just talking about Spurs, so
Yes.
both win
So
for
yeah,
both of us.
big up now, but
Yes.
like once we get those 90 minutes begin, then don't big up. Then
Absolutely.
we will be enemies. Oh yeah, I was just we need to fix up. But continue.
Yeah, no, John here says simple a must win. We need to break that ceiling of 30 plus points. You're laughing, but you know it's true. Because listen, if you don't win, Ange is on the line. If we don't win, we drop to 16th, depending on other matches.
Yeah.
But we need to get over 30 points. So
High line for life, mate.
I really cannot believe I'm saying that. In all seriousness, a finish outside the top 10 for the manager is unacceptable. I mean, nervous laughter. John, the fact that, listen, say what you want about Manchester United. We're one of the biggest clubs in England, okay? If not the biggest. Still, and we're this bad.
Oh
The
yeah,
fact that we are in a relegation potential
makes me
battle,
sick.
it's embarrassing. It is so
It is
embarrassing. And
hella embarrassing.
the fact that we are nervous about playing Tottenham, I can't. As
I
much as
can't
I hate
either.
Tottenham, I need them to do the Lord's work. Y'all have been having too much chest for rivals lately. Listen, 3-peat
Wait,
over United.
hey,
Listen,
well,
I'm not talking about
why?
this
Three
is
Pete,
their
get
trouble. This is their trouble because they
it
ain't getting
is
nothing else. So we can't
three
let it happen.
Pete. You'll never sing that. That's all I'm gonna say. Three Pete, get out of here.
So we're talking about Amarim, right? Who
Mhm.
are we starting? Who are we going to start versus Tottenham on Sunday?
Okay. Onana will start, of course, again
What'd you
in
say?
that back three. Onana will start again.
Okay. Onana.
Start in that back three. Um, you know what? I think Yora looked all right. Against Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start Yoro. Yoro. What about Yoro, Delict, and Masraoui in that back three?
You have Mazzarawi on the left.
Yes. And Delict maybe in the middle. Could also be Maguire, but I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like maybe we'll yeah. And then the weak
Good night,
backs.
Pablo.
Big up. I'm thinking obviously we saw first half of Dorgu, Patrick Dorgu.
Yes.
So I hope we can get to see him again. But hell, I'll be damned if we see him as that right wing back.
Thank you. Love that. So you put him on the left?
Yeah,
Okay.
we put him on the left, and then you can put Dallo on the right. I give Dallo this one time on the right wing back, not on the left. If Emery, if you dare put Patrick Dorgo on the right wing back, yes, put me on full screen. If you dare to do that, listen to me. We're gonna throw hands. We're squaring up. We are. You're a beautiful, handsome man, but we're squaring up. You will catch these hands. I'm letting, if you dare do that. Oh, I don't say that. Imagine,
I
tell.
know.
No, that's going to piss me off. That's going to
I
piss
know
me off.
that would make me so angry. I don't even want to think about that. Thanks,
Oh,
Jacob, for giving me nightmares
that
now.
made me sick. I almost puked. Oh, no.
Play him on the left, absolutely. So you have Dorgu on, and here's the thing too. Dorgu wasn't even that bad on the right, but like again, he shouldn't have been on the right. But I think that just goes to show his quality. That like
Yeah,
if he had to, he could.
I get it.
But
But the thing
it's
is, we didn't
unacceptable.
have to. Like,
Exactly.
I get, like you said, Sky, if we have to, okay, it's good that that's an option. But we didn't need to do it, people.
Right.
We didn't need to do it. So it didn't make sense. That's why put it where we supposed to, where we actually bought him for.
Mhm.
on the left wing back. You have Dallo on the right wing back. Finished.
Especially when we know Dallo has been terrible at the left wing back. The fact that you still
Yep,
start him after we all thought we signed Dorgu to replace Dallo at the left wing back. So,
exactly. Doesn't
great
make
point.
sense.
So you have
Yeah.
Dorgu on the left, Dallo on the right. Who do you have in the
Yep.
middle there?
Um, I ain't gonna lie, Ugarte has been big up man. Ugarte has been kind of annoying me a little bit the last few games, but still giving another opportunity.
Mhm.
Alongside him,
Hmm.
hmm, alongside him, could it be a Collier or maybe might do Bruno.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in the 10, you know what? No. Forget Dallo. Scrap what I said. Forget Dallo right wing back. I want Ahmad right wing back.
Okay.
Yes. Dallo can just enjoy the bench a little bit today, on Sunday. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He can be on the bench. And then in the inside tens, I'll have Mena.
Okay.
Camacho was good coming off from the bench, but should he be rewarded starting?
No. I'm tired.
Right?
Go
No,
ahead.
I agree. Because
I
often he
get
struggles. Yeah, he should be on the bench to stretch the game. Yeah, forget what I said. Have him on the bench. Who should be on the 10 then? Maybe it should be Menu and Eriksson.
okay. I kinda
Yes,
like that. And who's your
yes.
9?
Xerxes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So
That's
for
what I'm going
those
to go
that
with.
missed, I like it, sis. She has Onana in goal,
Mm,
Euro, the right back,
mm,
uh, De in the middle, Mazraoui on the left. In the
mm.
middle, she has Ahmad as right wing back, Ugarte and Bruno kind of in the middle there for the midfielders. The center mids, Dorgu on the left wing back.
Yep.
Up front in the tens, we have Manu and Eriksson, and then Xerxes the number 9.
Yes.
I do like that. I think as much as I would love Dallas to sit the bench, I don't think he does. But if this
Yeah.
was like the
Probably would be
best
starting.
lineup we could go with, I
What
would
would you change?
see. Here's the thing.
Mm,
It's so hard.
I know.
I
It ain't easy.
okay. This might sound crazy.
No, okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I would want maybe because I think he's not gonna bench Dallo.
Mm.
Put Dallo in the back. Put Mazraoui at the wing back, which sounds crazy.
Ooh.
And then Ahmad and Manu in the tens with Xerxes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what I would do, and Eriksson wouldn't start.
Okay.
But I don't know. Mazraoui in the 10 is a gamble. So I mean in the wing back is a gamble. So
It is, but might not be bad either, like as an option.
I'm just tired of seeing Dallo on a wing back. You either put him
Yeah,
in the
me
back
too.
line or he doesn't play.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I'm just saying, like this one time, I'll be okay with seeing him play as the right wing back, but it's just one time.
Right.
After that, if he still like thinks up the place, then he gotta
Right.
sit a couple of games
Mhm.
out. Because I think
And
there has to be some repercussions. He can't keep continuing playing,
right.
you know?
I think if your lineup, if he puts Dallo in the wing back, then with your
Hmm.
lineup, I would take Eriksson off and put Ahmad with Manu.
Yeah,
Because I think you
could
had
also do
Ahmad
that.
in the right wing back instead of Dallo.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe it is that Portuguese nepotism. I think I still too know, but
Imagine that. He better not be. No.
yeah, I agree. He's gonna start him.
Yeah.
But again, shout out to you guys for being here. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Sophia. Her channel is linked in the description. A lot of amazing content. She also does follow Inter Milan, which what is the Italian league called again? Serie A?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So a lot of content from Serie A as well, which I have no idea about. So just all around amazing football content. So subscribe to
Thank you.
her on the road to 6K, which is amazing. So
Thank
love
you.
that.
I appreciate it.
Um, Question, do you like the in-game management from Amarim?
Ooh. Sometimes, sometimes. I to be fair, often I do tend to kind of like his substitutions though.
Mhm.
Sometimes he do gets it right.
Mhm.
Like in the last game against, with Leicester, Ganacho, Xerxes, change the game.
And I like how he does it early.
Yes, I do like
Because
that.
Ancelotti won't sub someone till 85. Like, that is a given. Like, he ain't subbing anybody before then, you know?
Yeah, so I do like that he doesn't necessarily have to wait too long before he sees that, okay, we need to change things up. So I do like that. I do definitely like that.
Absolutely. I hate that no matter who we buy, our fans will criticize that player even before one game.
Is that
What are you
regards to
talking
what we
about?
said about Dallo?
I don't know. I mean, Dalo's been here, so I think we have every right to criticize him.
I
So
think we're in
I'm
the
not
right
sure. I'm
again.
not sure what he's referring to here.
Yeah.
Also, Sofia does ASMR if that's what your flavor is, like Craig David.
Soon, people, soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
we will be there. There's one that I wanted to, let's see. Well, I guess before we get into that one, what's your score prediction? We didn't go over that for Sunday.
Ooh. I'm gonna say 2-1 Man United.
Okay, 2-1.
Mm.
Forgot about
Yeah.
Heaven. Is he training with the first team? I don't think
I
so.
No, I think he has.
He
I think he
has?
has.
Okay. Do you think
I think
Toby
so.
should start
I
Sunday?
I,
No, I don't. I
I
wouldn't be
really
opposed to it, but
I wouldn't be opposed to it either. It really depends on who is being paired up with,
right.
though.
That's a great point.
Yeah. So depending on that, I wouldn't mind. But definitely, somebody I think is a great squad option either way. So pick up to him. I do like him. I think he's going
Yeah,
more and
I
more into it.
think
Pick up to Toby.
I don't really like him with Ugarte too much. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
him and Bruno seem to work well together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, him and Ericsson work well together.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, Sophia, it just depends. I wouldn't be opposed to it,
Yes. Exactly.
especially with the form that Ugarte's been on. Like maybe it'll send him a little message, like
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm always up for giving players like a little
Oh
fire under
yeah.
their
100%.
team. So it's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Casemiro is. What are you feeling about Casemiro? So
It's a
crazy.
bit sad how he's going out. It's sad, man. It
Yeah,
is sad. I felt like it looked, when we had like Rude for a few games and we saw Ugarte and Casemiro together, they look good to me.
they did.
But like Casemiro is just he's not a part of the plans. He 100% will be leaving this summer. He might even be leaving before then, but no, probably be going definitely when the season ends.
Yeah,
And
I
I feel
agree.
for him. I love Casemiro. I do still love him. I can't be mad at that guy, even
Absolutely.
if I wanted to.
Also, Kate says, send Casemiro back to me. I need him beside Jude and Modric. That's funny. Yeah, for some reason they just don't vibe. I don't know why Amram and
Yeah.
Casemiro don't. It's unfortunate because I do think he has a lot of experience and just knowledge to
Mm-hmm.
offer. I would like
Mm-hmm.
to see him a bit more. So it sucks. But Robbie says, Sophia, I hope you had a great birthday and it was everything you wanted.
Thank you. It was pretty decent. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I didn't share my score prediction. Sophia said
What do you
2-1.
think? Yes. To be fair, it also depends. Like, I might change my mind completely tomorrow once we get to hear, after the press conference for both teams. I might then be like, oh, 3-1, or I might be like, nah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Definitely. The press conferences,
Mm.
and then it's even crazy because sometimes once I see the lineup too, I'm like, "Ooh."
That also can change my mind. I'll be like, yeah, we're getting slapped or something in that regards.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this game at all, which I really hate.
Mm.
I think it's gonna be ugly. I might go like 1-1. Like, I just think that we're barely gonna, like, survive.
We need to win.
I know, and
Okay.
it's just hard because if I'm getting the Man United that played Liverpool, 3-1, easy. If I get the Man United that played Arsenal, I'm confident that we win. I don't know if I'm going to get that team.
So annoying.
We
Why
might get the
can't
team.
they?
I don't know.
I'm so tired of that like inconsistency. Like, why can't we just please? You show up for Liverpool, you show up for City, you show up for Arsenal, but you can't show up for some of the teams that we should be beating. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Right. Right.
Imagine if you just had that same spirit, that same setup. Oh,
We would be looking much better on the table, that's for sure. So, yes, and please, yes,
wow.
sub to Sophia's ASMR
Thank you,
channel.
Ravi.
Thanks for putting that in the chat, Robbie. But that's my
Thank you.
thoughts. And then Casper, I basically said I would take Mazraoui, put him on the right wing back. I'd put Dallo as the left back, and then have Mainu and Ahmad as the 10s. Nothing's happened to Castle United thing. You don't have the foundation to facilitate winners. Same happened to Pogba, Di Maria, etc. I don't know. There's a lot that goes into every single one of those cases.
It does. I feel like the Di Maria one was a special case there, but you know. Yeah.
Yes, and be sure to subscribe to Sophia's channel as well. So we are going to close up here shortly. But Sophia, are there any final thoughts? If, let's say, hypothetically, you could say a couple of things to the team before we play Tottenham on Sunday, right? What are you telling them? Are you breaking the TV like Amarim did after we played Brighton?
Funny when I heard about that. That's funny as well. Players will cry?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. Listen up, players. Listen. Let's talk to Auntie Sophie. Listen. Even though some of them are around my age anyways. But regardless, we're gonna act like you're way younger. I'm talking to the younger ones. I'm talking to the Alejandros of the world, the Cubbies, the Amas of the world, you know, the youngins. You guys. You know, the future. Alejandro, you might leave very soon, but regardless, the other ones. Y'all, listen up. Please, just thank you for putting me full screen. Guys, listen. And this goes to you, Amarim, as well. Make sure, and I repeat again, don't you dare put Patrick Dargo right wing back. If you do, hell will be paid. I will find you. Okay? Just like in the movie Taken. I will. And it won't be pretty whatsoever. So make sure that the plan is fully executed. Okay? If anything goes wrong, fix it, because you can. But you need to make sure that some of these players that just aren't good enough, don't play them. If Dallo keeps doing a madness with losing the ball left and right, put him on the bench. If Bruno tried to do this hero hoofball, put him on the bench. Okay? If Hayden Xerxes can't be scoring goals, you bring in somebody else. Hell, I will Chido Obi Martin. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance. If you're good enough, you're old enough. And don't rest well. Try to have these players gaslight you into thinking you have to cater to them. No, bun them. If they can't play your style, put them on the bench. Put them on the bench.
Hi, Hassan. Are you doing okay after yesterday?
Or should I say, Lusam, as crying over the draw to Everton.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard his comments about Michael Oliver, but I was shook. He was talking about his
lost the
mom.
league in Goodison Park. You lost the league. Goodison Park.
Oh man, that would be crazy if this is like Liverpool's like downward spiral. I don't know what I would do.
Guy? And the thing is, though, I still believe that these mofuls are probably going to win the league regardless. Yeah. Anyhow, they bottled this.
Okay, Hassan. Sure, Hassan.
Okay, Dom. Lusam.
Thanks, team. First time joining the pod. Great discussion, informative, hopefully happy and positive chats after. When listen, I hope we're back here. You know, we see the way things are shaking out Europa League wise. You know, we have a win over Tottenham. I hope we're happy. Okay, next
Yep.
Thursday. You lost
I
Goodison Park.
Goodison
That's all that's
Park.
now left. I'm sure he's not coming back.
You better hold that. I'm not gonna. Oh, it's
Absolutely.
seeing them just squirm a little bit. It's just love it because we don't see much to it this season. So when we see it, it's great,
Absolutely.
wonderful.
You people are
I'd
shameless.
rather walk alone. That's all I'm gonna say. I'd rather walk alone.
Casper, listen, don't even start because you would do the same thing if this was a Madrid stream, okay? And even though Madrid could win the league. So calma, okay? This is Liverpool we're talking about. But I loved your thoughts, sis. I think you were spot on. I would be shocked if Amarim put him at the right wing back, Dorgu. I would be shocked. But, you know, we'll
Well,
see what happens. I
Sky,
agree
like
with you.
seriously, questions needs to be answered. If he needs to be asked, if he does that again, I I will look at him a little bit sideways. I'm not
And
even going.
Gonzalo left? Absolutely.
I'm looking at him sideways if he does that.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it's a long way for me to be I'm out. That has to take like something horribly,
Right.
for me to get to that place. I'm
Mhm.
nowhere near that, but I will be asking questions. There's
Yeah.
been a little bit of sideways here, some side eyeing. Questions will be asked tomorrow or on Sunday if he does that.
Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any opportunity where Liverpool get pain, I'm going to enjoy it. Absolutely.
Yes. Injected. Well, Sky, do you have any final words to the team? Do we need to put you full screen? You
Nah,
tell
don't
them.
put me full screen. Don't put me full screen. I would just say it's just like act like you play at Manchester United. That's all I want. Like I'm tired of going into every single match not knowing
This.
who I'm going to get. Absolutely. Like
Mhm.
it's frustrating to me that our fans have more pride and passion than like I see some of you guys have on the pitch. Like it genuinely annoys me. And I'm tired of going against Southamptons and Crystal Palaces and Leicester
Mhm.
Cities and
Same.
barely coming out with a win because you guys decide you don't want to play football that day. So my thing is play like you are at Manchester United. Like, do you
Yep.
forget where you're at, where you've come from, who you're playing for? Like that to me, big up to you, Eddie, is what I would say because it's unacceptable personally. Like,
Yep.
and when I see people walking and just like pouting and throwing pity parties, I can't handle it. I'm too competitive for that. I'm too competitive for that. So
Mhm.
what is this? Oh my goodness. We are all here to
Mad
support her
about it.
song. No, we're not.
We're not. We're actually not. I don't know. Ravi, I don't know who we is. That ain't us. We. No. Big up to him, but no.
In some things, yes, but in Liverpool losses, no.
Oh yeah. Nothing
In
but
Liverpool losses,
Liverpool.
no. But this has been an amazing episode. I have enjoyed hearing your thoughts on these players, these thoughts on our match, versus Tottenham on Sunday. I think this is definitely going to be already is turning into like one of my favorite days of the week just to talk to you
Yeah.
about our club. So
Likewise.
yeah, it's been awesome. And shout out to all of you in the chat for hanging out with us. It's been some great discussion, great questions. Thanks for hitting the like button. We will try to be here every Thursday as much as we can to talk about our club. And hopefully next week, even though a lot of you are rivals, we beat Tottenham. And we're not in 16th place. So
I beg.
where can
Please.
people find you, Sophia, before we go?
Big up first and foremost. Once again, thank you for having me. Like I've been looking forward to this the whole
Yes.
week. So I've just been gassed, like, oh, it's Thursday. I'm gonna get to talk to Sky. Let's go and her people. So big up people. Make sure you subscribe to Sky's channel. Okay. Show her some love. She makes great content, super active, very consistent. So what more can like come on? And she's great. So I keep saying this, and it's because I mean it. So big up to her. You guys can find me on Sophia's Football Talk. Haven't been able to be live this week, but I will be back probably tomorrow to preview um obviously the Spurs United game. But I will be posting FBL video
Ooh.
very soon in a few minutes. So stay tuned for that, because let's just say the last game week cooking. I got some
All
good
right,
points.
she's cooking.
Triple captain somebody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
All I'm
okay.
gonna say. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love that. Yes, so please subscribe to Sophia. A link again is in the description. And yeah, Sophia said we're doing a lot of new things on the channel along with weekly streams. I'm starting a interview series tomorrow. So the first episode drops with Tima from Gold Diggers Podcast, which I'm really excited
I
about.
saw a little bit of the
Yeah.
clip. I'm excited. Yes,
Just
love
talking
it.
about her story, being a woman in sports, and then being a Chelsea fan, how that's
No.
been for her. Talked a little about Maresca and everything. So it's a great conversation. So that will drop tomorrow. Really excited about it.
Mhm.
So just lock in. We're doing a lot of new different things, and I'm excited about it. So that's going to
Love
be
it.
it for us.
Come on,
GGMU. And
GGMU.
we'll talk to y'all next week. Goodbye.
Yes. And Liverpool.
Arteta in.